Squad up. Boys are back in town as tomorrow it all begins. Opening day. Mission 28 starts tomorrow. And how's everyone doing? It's the Czar here signing in. Well, the moment we all been waiting for, this day, and that is opening day. Tomorrow at the stadium against the Toronto Blue Jays. Our roster seems to be already, set up and ready to go. Starts tomorrow. Unfortunately, I know my last video I did not mention, which after the news came out afterwards about Luke Voigt. That's a big blow to this team. Luke Voigt last year led the Major League Baseball in home runs. Had a great year, which to me I think I'm surprised he didn't get more consideration for MVP. But however, now it's 162 game season. Already, looking forward to it. Fans in the seats again. And obviously not to full capacity, but at least it's a start. And I'm excited. I know you guys are excited too. Baseball fans all over. Just couldn't wait. And tomorrow I'll be tuned in. Unfortunately, I won't be going this year for opening day, but I will be going there at some point. Can't wait for that. So let's see. Our roster is set. Lucas Litke got the 26th spot on the team. Jay Bruce also made the team, which obviously came at I don't want to say at the expense of Luke Voigt getting hurt. Obviously, it's not his fault, but I thought he would make the team either way. But obviously that wasn't going to happen because I know, Yankees went with Talkman instead. But then this whole thing happened with Luke Voigt, and there was a whole like a waiting thing about what was going to happen until they decided, okay, they're going to put Luke Voigt's going to have surgery, and they will put Jay Bruce in the Major League roster, and the other guys who were who signed minor league deals, as in Robinson Chirinos and Derek Dietrich. They actually accepted to go to the alternate site, so I'm pretty sure they'll be up here at some point. Like I said, injuries, they'll take care of themselves, and speaking of that, going into the 2021 season, the major key for this team is health. Judge has to stay on the field so does Giancarlo Stanton. Those two guys right there are the key for this team, for this lineup to get going. Gary Sanchez, drawing some concerns again. He started off pretty well in spring training, and but then had a very didn't finish off very well at all, and so it's important for Gary to get off to a really good start here. Okay, now he's gonna hear it. Blue Birds will be out early. I'll tell you that. Okay, so he's gonna be a very short leash, and Kyle Higashioka will be ready to play if needed, but I don't know if the Yankees will ever give him the full-time job behind the plate. So we'll see. I know I don't make a big thing about spring training. Just like you guys remember, Greg Bird killed spring training a few years ago. I picked him to hit 30 home runs and he couldn't stay on the field. So very unfortunate. Okay. So it's actually going to be interesting early how the Yankees do with the bullpen. Obviously, Justin Wilson will go on the IL, and Zach Britton will be on the IL till maybe like May or June. So that's a big arm. You're taking away there from the bullpen, and these are important games on early. These games could determine whether you win a division or not. I think the Yankees will win the division, but it won't be easy. They're not just going to run away with it. Tampa Bay's still really good. Toronto has a really good hitting team. So, and Boston probably won't, Boston I don't think is going to be as, I think they'll be a little bit better than, people think. And that could be, they're not going to be a pushover. That could be a thorn in the side there for us. So yeah, guys. So, the other things I've been wanting to, talk about, and that's, obviously we got, the team in town who open up in Washington, and surprisingly, they have not, Francisco Lindor and the New York Mets organization have not come to an agreement. The Mets have laid their offer on the table, $325 million for 10 years. And it seems like Francisco Lindor's representation is looking for 12 years, closer to $400 million. I think it's a big risk, for the Mets too, for believe it or not. I know they have, set number. They say they're not going to go any higher than that, but I do think that, it's like a bit of a risk, only the fact because it's, what if it just does not work out for him here? Which most likely it will, but it's always that what if, I would feel a lot more comfortable as a Met fan, them giving him that kind of money in those years if he had already 1 year under his belt. But that's not the case. Obviously got him, through a trade, knowing that he's going to be a free agent at the end of the year. But then I understand what the Mets are doing. Then just, trade him, to let him walk. And so we'll see. So Francisco Lindor, there's, really good shortstop in the free agent market next year. There's like 5 of them that I can think of. And so, it'll be a little bit, I wouldn't make sense not to take it also, So we shall see. And I see Major League Baseball trying to make Francisco Lindor the face of baseball here, the much they've been promoting him. Like geez, And it's like he surpassed Trout, like the way every other day they're posting something about him and all. But well, we know how that works in Major League Baseball. When they have when they're stuck on someone, and that's the way it has to go. Like they did with Shohei Ohtani a few years back, and more Met news here. Earlier today, in the show here in New York on ESPN Radio, the Bart and Hahn show, we had they had on Pete Alonso, Mets first baseman. And he was asked something about Aaron Judge, and Bart said, listen, out of the two, I'd prefer you, this and that. And the way I looked at it, the way others took it was that he was taking a shot at Aaron Judge. And the way he said it was, saying something about, well, yeah, I prepared myself, I'm made to stay on the field. And to me, that's a really pretty stupid comment that he made, okay? Because let me tell you something, Petey. You could be one swing away, one foul ball away, a foul ball hit your leg or something, or swing from a really bad injury and not be able to stay on the field. So you don't want to dance in those waters there, Petey, okay? It's very stupid for you to say that, okay? I know you kind of do have somewhat of a mouth, whatever. Okay, you broke Judge's rookie home run record. I understand that. Good for you. Tip your hat to you. Give you credit for that. But you don't want to, mess with that. That's all I got to say. Okay? Sorry, Met fans. It's just, not really hating, but it's just something, you don't say. I think most of you would agree with that. Alrighty, guys. So yeah. So we'll be talking a lot more, obviously, after tomorrow. Looking forward to it. Hope you guys, I'll be back at the stadium. I can't wait. Make sure you have a vaccination proof or a COVID test. Make sure you test negative in order to get in. So yeah, that's what I have for you guys today. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, that notification bell, all right? It's the Czar here, signing off. The evil empire lives. Squad up, mission 28, baby. Have a good one, everyone.